So, Grandpa, did you guys ever own a second property?
Yes, in 1965, our kids were getting older, and we wanted a place where we could enjoy their life and also maybe our grandkids' lives. So Peggy and I realized that we needed some outstate property. It was at a good time to buy, it was reasonable. And so we went on a lookout for what we wanted to buy. And we had agreed that it would be rural property for scenic occasions, not crop locations. And we would enjoy building ultimately a residence up there of some kind that we could safely go to on weekends and enjoy our life in the country. She had had the experience of having an aunt and uncle that she could do that with. She even had her own horse and one for 2 or 3 years when she was about 10 years old. She took him into town and stuff like that. Got to be a bit of a horsewoman. And we always had a place where we went to as a family in nearby Illinois. So she and I had both had occasions to have places to go to as a family, and we wanted to have that for our family. So we purchased the property, and within 2 years I decided I had a little time to design the place, and I did a lot of research on ideas to get the current ones, and I put myself a conglomerate together from several of the people who were building weekend cabins and buildings for enjoyment. And between the 2 or 3 people that were in that business, I prepared the drawings for construction of our own cabin and changed some of the things to meet our requirements. And we needed 2 bedrooms, and we needed a bath. We needed a huge room for entertainment, and as part of that big day room, we called it, we would put it in a kitchen, put a screened-in porch, and a very, very large deck, because we wanted to bring the outdoors in. And we really made full use of the whole place. And we got some scenic property, put the house up in 1969, and it's been up ever since. And we still have it today, and as far as I know, it's going to be remain in the family for the indeterminate future. And it's been a big part of our life, and many of our friends who would get up there on weekends with us to join us when the kids weren't going up with us, they had other places to go or do. We would invite some of our friends, families up, and when we celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary, many of the people who gave us congratulatory cards commented about all their enjoyable occasions at our place in Hermann. So we felt we made a good move.
Who were some of those friends that you spent time with up there?
Well, they were Jean and Betty Pelker. And prior to that, Betty was married to a man named Ed Grody of our kids' age, and they ended up enjoying the place with us first. Then after that, it would be all my golfing friends. We'd have them up there. We had many of Peggy's friends that she grew up with, especially 4 families, the Kesslers, the Mayhoods, the Kempas, and ourselves. And we would all participate in weekends, come in Friday night and enjoy our cocktail hours and our bonfires that we would always have. And then Saturday was visiting day up in Hermann. A lot of times in the fall we would go to the Hermann Fest, Oktoberfest, which was a great event in Hermann with all the wineries. And Sunday was go home time, but we'd all end up going to church together and enjoying that. And by noon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Peggy and I would end up being there by ourselves and finish the weekend. So many of those occasions, the young families in both the Hummerts and in the cruise side And in the Donahue side, we had many days up there where we assembled with their families and spent the whole weekend just having enjoyable times. I did some deer hunting up there with my brothers-in-law, and we'd invite Jim at that age. He was capable of doing some deer hunting, and that he was in his late teens. And David would come up as he got older, and he had a lot of his buddies that he would deer hunt with in later years. And it's been a going organization as far as I'm concerned, the rest of our life. And we were very fortunate to be able to do that.